Sleepovers by Jacqueline Wilson. Chapter 14. When we went downstairs, Amy, Bella, Amy, and me tiptoeing, Chloe cockily stomping, Mom and Dad were in the kitchen having their tea. Are you going to have some music or bombs? Said Amy. Boring, said Chloe. Are we going to have some more tea? Said Bella. Boring, said Chloe. Are we going to go in the tent now? Said Emily. Boring, said Chloe. What would you like to do then, Chloe? Said Mom. It's Daisy's birthday. She should choose, said Dad. I know, Mom said quickly. Why don't you all go and watch the video Chloe gave for her birthday? 101 Dalmatians is a lovely film. We went into the living room. Chloe carefully shut the door behind us and then slotted the video into our player. We started to watch. It wasn't a lovely film. It was 101 Dalmatians. It was another witchy white ghost movie. This one was even worse. It's about a girl walking in the country by herself. She keeps looking around anxiously as you hear these footsteps. And then there's this awful welly breathing noise. A bit like Lily had seen worse spells, but worse. So the girl started to run, and she sees the camping site, and she learns harder, and she shouts. But then something grabs her, and you see her face, and she screams and screams and screams. I had to suck my thumb hard to stop myself screaming too. Look at little suck a thumb, baby, said Chloe. She's scared of the silly film. I'm scared too, said Emily. And me, said Amy. Can we watch something else, like see if any cake left? Said Bella. No, you got to watch This Bit Comes Next. It's so cool, said Chloe. We're at the camping site now. The girls is inside her tent, just walking up and staring, and she sees some poking at her tent from the outside, and she laughed at first, thinking it's one of her friends. She even called out to them, but there's no reply. There's only this awful rattling noise, and suddenly the terrible right claws ripped through the tent, and I had to shut my eyes tight, and I nearly bit right through my tongue. Watch it, Daisy. Don't close your eyes, said Chloe. I don't want to watch it, said Bella. She doesn't have to watch if she don't want to, said Amy. Shall we switch it off? Said Emily, getting up. Sit down, Emily. You're all babies. Of course, we're not switching it off, said Chloe. But then we heard my dad calling just outside, and Chloe shut up quickly and stopped the video. A film on the television flashed on instead just time. How are you doing, girls? Said Dad, poking his head around the door. Are you okay, Daisy? Yes, Dad, I said. I thought you were watching 101 The Museums, said Dad, looking at the television. Oh, we were, but we just want to pick the film on the telly too, said Chloe in this cutest python. She is for on Dad. My dad didn't look as if he totally believed her. He blinked at the television. Well, I don't think you should be watching this old film. I saw it years ago and it gets a bit scary, said Dad. Compared to Chloe's White Witchy Ghost film, it's about the scariest topics. But I was glad when Dad switched up the televisions off. Even so. Anyway, I've got to announce that your sleeping quarters are now fully repaired. Noble ladies, said Dad in a deaf voice, bowing low. He got it very cozy inside the tent. with the big cushions from the sofas to fall on, and the special garden fairy lights wriggled up inside the tent so it glowed practically two colors, amber, emerald, and ruby. There are lots of our old shoes and rugs and curtains too, so that we were still ever so cozy when we were changing into our pajamas. Then we talked and talked and talked and talked about our favorite singers. I copied Emily and football players. I copied Emily again and the boys in our classroom at school. I didn't need to copy because they're all gross. Then we made up our favorite clothes, and this time I went first and invented this seriously cool black and silver outfit with black high heels, and Emily copied me because she said she liked that sound of mine so much. We choose our favorite colors, black and silver naturally, and our favorite animals. Emily, and I both said bears together and burst out laughing. Then we all said what we wanted to do when we grow up. Emily said she wanted to be a football player, as in she teach PE in school, and I said I want to be an actress, but if I couldn't, I'd teach art at school. Chloe said I was a useless copycat, which wasn't fair because I always loved art and I'm good at teaching too. I teach Lily lots, even though she doesn't learn very quickly. Chloe said teachers were boring anyway, and she was going to be a famous actress. Amy said she was going to be a famous dancer, and Bella said she was going to be a famous TV chef. Then she said she felt a lot peckish, and the exact moment Mom came out with a big mug of hot chocolate and a hot black card for Emily and a bowl of popcorn. Wow, this is the best sleepover ever, said Bella. Even better than mine. It's nowhere as good as mine, said Chloe. We all have super sleepovers, said Emily. But yours is just great, Daisy. And she reached for my hands under the rug and gave it a squeeze. While we slapped our drinks and mumbled popcorn, we swapped our most embarrassing moments. I'm not gonna tell you. And we laughed so much the bowl tipped over and we had to play hunting the popcorn in the sleeping bags. Then we played Double Dare and some of theirs were amazing outrageous. I'm not going to tell you again though. I will just say that one of us took our pajamas off and went into the garden and ran right round the tent, but it was dark by then, so no one could see. I hope. Then we started to tell ghost stories, and that was fun at first, but Chloe started to get a bit scary. Do shut up, Chloe, Emily begged, putting her hands over her ears. Don't be stupid, it's just a story. Ghosts aren't real, said Chloe. Yeah, they are. My granny keeps seeing the ghost of my granddad after he died, said Amy. Let's play ghost, said Bella, and she pulled a white pillowcase up of her pillow and put it over her head and made funny ooh ghost noise, and she went ooh instead because she found some more popcorn in the pillowcase and one gobble gobble munch munch. You are a piglet, Daisy, said Amy. So Bella made picolinos, and we played a depth game of farmyard, and we got giggles so badly our tummies hurt. Then we sang all the songs we knew, and play we played making up foam together. I said it. We're the special alphabet girls. Some of us had straight hair, some of us had curls, said Emily. We all like to dance if we get the change, said Amy. We eat lots of chocolate, yum yum yum, said Bella. Chloe and Emily, Amy and Bella. Daisy didn't spit bums, said Chloe. Daisy isn't a bit fat, said Emily. I am, but I don't care, said Bella. Daisy, do you think your mom might have some more popcorn in the kitchen? I think my mom and dad are going to bed now, but tell you what we have got, my birthday chocolates. I had run the box. Emily said she was far too full to have even half the chocolate. Amy took one. Chloe chose the special caramel and hazelnut, my favorite. Bella took one, and the other, and the other, and the other. And then, even she said sleepily that we almost full up. We're starting to feel very sleepy. Bella fell so soundly asleep she started to snore a little bit, and we got the giggles. Then Amy curled up and went quiet. After a long time, Chloe dopped up too. Emily and I whispered very quietly together. I decided to close my eyes just for a minute, and then I suddenly sound asleep too. I woke up with a start. I heard this rustling nearby. Then something get hold of my shoulder. The white witchy ghost was coming to get me. Help! I gasped. Shut up, stupid. It was only Chloe, wriggling round our sleeping bag. What are you doing, Chloe? It's still middle of the night. I know. I need to go to the loo. You'll have to show me where it is. It's upstairs. Mom left the back door ajar so we all be to nibble in. I won't be able to find it in the dark, said Chloe, shaking me. You'll have to come with me. Ooh, I'm so sleepy, Chloe, I said. Then a thought occurred me to make me wake up properly. Hey, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Of course not, idiot, said Chloe. But when we crept out the tent into the black garden, a cat suddenly yawned, and we both squiggled and caught each other. We trickled through the wet grass in a bare fit. We're still holding hands. You're shaking, Chloe, I whispered. It's cold, Chloe hissed. It was cold, but it was also scary. I knew was my only safer garden when I played every day, but in the dark it went wild and woody. I didn't like one bit. I also felt dizzy weird holding Chloe's hand. As soon as we got in the house, we drove the bird up Billy. Put the light on now, said Chloe. But wake Mom and Dad, I said. I really meant I went wake Lily. I shuddered Chloe as she hoped she go quietly. At last, she wasn't wearing her clunky stump high heels. But Lily was awake already. She obviously felt it was morning now. She heard Chloe and me padding across the dark, leaning towards the loo. She felt injured. She wanted to get up too. Lily wailed. Ah! Chloe screamed. It's the witch ghost. What on earth? Said Mom, stumbling out of her bedroom. See, she dropped the leaning hand. Chloe is crying. And it wasn't just her face that was damp. She wet herself. She gave a little squeak and hurtled into a bedroom spaceship. Oh dear, said Mom, poor little thing. Look, you see if you can quietly down when I go and find a spare pair of pajamas for Chloe. You keep out of the way, Daisy. I'll expect she'll be a bit embarrassed. I'll say I murdered. I went to Lily's room. Said Lily. That's right, Lily. You're the greatest. You really frightened her. You're the cleverest sister in the whole wide world.